Out of the gun, it's Nix. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Dobbins trying the right side. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Bombers.
Working now from the gun. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Colts in the nickel set on 3rd. Nix looking to throw. Throws caught. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos grow the lead to 7. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos throw their lead to 8. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Ashton Doolin now to return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
That one nabbed by Warren. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They get 6 and a first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Taylor now up the middle. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lucas Oil Stadium after this. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They go play fake with Jones. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll throw 3rd and long. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it.
Let's go. Steady.
Jones with the snap. They're going for it. Down the field. He's got Pierce. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's going to be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock. That keeps this drive moving. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Let's go.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
On the set.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Jones. Over the screen to Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Caught just shy of the goal line. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts earn the chance to tie before halftime. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the cornerback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for them.
They draw just the right throw, and we're tied. 2 touchdowns, gone for 2 both times now. Seems like they're content just kind of leaving the kicker on the sideline and staying aggressive after each touchdown.
You know what it reminds me of, Kate? And you call a lot of basketball as well. The college basketball game, it's all analytics. It's all threes or dunks. Right? The 2-point jump shot, it is gone. And this team right now is just going for the jugular, saying, nah, I don't need to kick a 1-pointer. Let me just try that thing from extra deep, that 3-point land. And 50%, well, that's just as good as 2 for 2 with the kicker.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled for no gain. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Bombers.
Nix now to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Well, a defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He beams one, deep right side. They connect on the deep shot. He's out in the clear. He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take the lead just before halftime.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that was all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
All right, Jones and the Colts setting up to go for 2.
The Colts will line up for the 2.
Throw in here just before halftime. And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the first half. But they'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room. So let's see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. Final throw before the break. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Hits him on the out route. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Here's Dobbins again on 2nd down. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Bombers.
To throw, here's Nix. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing we see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. He'll throw it. Throw caught by his running back. And they're all over him after that catch. Won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to turn it over on downs. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Taylor again. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Pistol now for Jones. Buying some time right. He tucks it and takes off. And Jones slides down with enough to move those chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Now a handoff to Taylor. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, a 2-yard run on first down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
This is Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Third and long. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
From the gun, Taylor. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They go again with Taylor. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Bravo 80. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Escapes the pocket. Makes the catch. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that'll go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. Chased out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts push their lead further to start the half. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Jones is going to try to, and he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Here's Nix. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. He finds Ingram working downfield here. No one's around him. He's got space. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
You know, Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Captain. Show. Huddle. Back.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Ready.
Nix trying to sneak it. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Broncos shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. On the return, here's Doolin. Showing a little burst so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19-18.
Jones now to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Colts who hold the lead. Not a big one, though. Trying to carry this one through the final whistle. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
There's a handoff for Taylor. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Force that to his right. Jones is hit. He fumbles it. And the Broncos corral it. Hits the 20. And he's going to have a touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Running it after the penalty. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Jones. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He's got it down the sideline. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Jones running sneak. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Set! 70 Lions!
Running for it with Taylor. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
Ready! Cougar 19!
Looking to throw. He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Escapes the pocket. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down. Nix from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. That's dropped off for Dobbins. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Offense in the hurry up here.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Nix now on first and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
That's another Broncos first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Broncos first down.
On first and 10, here's Nix. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now within one score in the fourth. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here's Doolin. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. On the ground, B.J. Giddens gets it. He cuts it right. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's good for the Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's Giddens. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They're going to pass it here. On the move, headed right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. They pass on that long field goal. Would have been 55 yards. They're going for this.
60 by 6.
He'll throw it. Completed over the middle. Did he get there? Did he get there? I don't think so. Now the refs agree. He's marked short, and it's going to be a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Setting up to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down.
think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Hold on a sec. Hey! Captain. Show. Away. Bombers.
He'll look to throw it. Completed to his running back. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Cut for big yards on the right side. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. 1st and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up.
At the 8-yard line.
Hold on a sec. Ready.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. They have this try now to put them in front late. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game.
34.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He's going to keep it this time. This one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
So that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Throwing now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. That is their 3rd conversion this game. They haven't been shy on the confidence to go for it or to back it up once it snaps.
I love that word, confidence. And I love being in a huddle and you can feel it. When you're on offense, that feels like you can't be stopped. You can't wait to say, ready! Right. No matter what the situation or circumstance is, in 3 conversions, that's job well done.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Escapes the pocket. Trying to push deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Second down. Here's Nix again. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Now to throw. That is incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one, a rare miss. That's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Desperation time here on 4th. Trying to push deep downfield. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0.